Okay, Market Timing Academy here. Today is January 11th, 2011, and I am here to deliver you your weekly stock analysis. If you follow the Market Timing Academy, you know that every week we highlight a stock and show you how to trade it. This week we're going to take a look at a stock we look at a lot, and that's Apple Computer. Apple Computer just announced some very powerful news today, and that was that Verizon is getting the iPhone, which we all know is huge news for Apple, as well as Verizon, candidly, and it's going to damage AT&T, no doubt about that. We also have some other news. Jefferies raised its price target from $365 to $450 a share, and Wells Fargo raised its estimates from $18.24 to $19.33 per share. Now, Apple Computer has clearly been in a strong uptrend, but what I want to note here before we get into the overall trading of the stock, let's take a little peek at the intraday chart to see how this stock reacted to the news, because this is a good lesson for us. This is a tick chart, and this is the trading of the stock yesterday and the trading of the stock today. Now, you might say with the news that came out today that wouldn't we have seen a major bounce right about here where the stock's news came out? And the answer to that question is no. Typically, a stock runs in anticipation of the news. Once the news comes out, a lot of the times the institutions use it as an opportunity to sell or take profits because you've got a lot of buying demand that comes in. In this case, we did not see a lot of downside in the stock, which means that there are not a lot of people interested in selling this thing. So if you follow the stock market, you know that's a good indicator. We might have some upside on this. Now, the Market Timing Academy, when we analyze a trade, we use our daily candlestick chart with a 50-day and a 200-day moving average. We have a volume indicator, our MACD, and our full stochastics. We look for stocks that have sound fundamentals, like Apple does, and we look for these nice basing patterns where we enter a trade as that stock is breaking out of its base, which would be, in this case, the prior high right through here, and that resulted in a buy point if you follow our work right through this area, and if you in fact did get in on this, clearly you've done okay. The stock's made a nice move to the upside. So now, what do we do at this point with the stock if you don't own it? Or more importantly, if you own it, what do you do with the stock? Do you take profits? Do you sit on it? We've got to evaluate that. So let's take a look at this area right through here. Now, what you can see is if you don't own the stock is pretty extended right here between the current price and the 50-day moving average. Now, the thing I want to point out is if you're a long-term trader, you don't want to wait forever to get into this thing. Apple's about to make a big run. Our estimates are somewhere in the 500 range. But if you were to enter here, you have realistically downside to this level, which is roughly $320 a share, or when the stock comes back or retreats to its 50-day moving average. So if you want to trade this stock, you would wait for the stock to pull back to this level of support or the 50-day moving average as it comes up through this area. If you're not a swing trader or a short-term trader, you can go ahead and enter the trade right now. The fundamentals are too strong on this company. The other thing I want to note here is, as you can see, this stock's been moving and the volume has been trending upward nicely. And you can see again on its breakout days, it's been increasing its volume, which is great news. You've got the MACD indicator right here that is crossing through its midpoint. Okay, or excuse me, it's actually above its midpoint, which is 0 right here. And you've got a crossover in this level, and so you're going to see the stock probably start to run here. Now also, we have the full stochastics, and what I want you to see here is this full stochastics is walking the dog, we call it, and it's above the 75 line here. That's a positive. So if you want to look for a time to sell this stock in the event that it gets a little out of control, you're going to want to look for these full stochastics indicators to start to trend down and maybe break back through this level. So I hope this helps you. This is the Market Timing Academy. This is our weekly stock analysis. If you want to learn more about how we can help you trade this market and make some money, visit www.markettimingacademy. Good trading to you.